Onyx Woman Network. My name is Pamela Collier, and I am hosting today in lieu of founder and CEO, Miss Ola Jackson. Thank you, Miss Jackson, for allowing me a moment to step into your stilettos. I appreciate it. And today we have with us just a wonderful young woman. Her name is Gianna Thomas, and Miss Thomas is going to talk with us today about her company. Her company's name is Glow Girl Glow, and it has several different divisions. But, you know, I'm astonished at just the surge of young entrepreneurs. It's amazing to me that you talk to more and more young people, and they're just stepping out on faith and doing things that a lot of us did not have the wherewithal to do at such a young age. So, Gianna, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I'm so pleased that you're here. And just for the sake of transparency, Gianna happens to be my niece. So, excuse me, I'm bursting with pride and trying to remain professional during this interview. But she is my lovely niece, and I'm just so proud of you. So thank you again for being here.
Thank you.
And tell us a little bit about Glow Girl Glow and what made you start it and what is it?
Glow Girl Glow is basically a movement for me and helping people to just feel good about themselves and the lives that they live, and also just being purposeful and intentional with the decisions and the goals that they may have for themselves. So through different services, I help to motivate people through self-esteem building and coaching, image consulting, and most recently my apparel and product line, which is Glow Girl. And through GGG Consulting, I do image coaching and development and lifestyle management. And that's just helping to propel people forward and wherever they're at in their journey and moving them forward to their goals.
Wow, that's amazing. And so when you think about that, so who doesn't need a little bit of help with image, right? Like, who doesn't need that? So tell me, what was the reason why you started that? What was the genesis of that?
I went to school for fashion and decided that I wanted to keep with fashion. I had a son in my sophomore year and wanted to continue with studying fashion, but couldn't find anywhere that I can intern to shadow someone that was a stylist at the time. So as opposed to going in a completely different direction, I wanted to continue with my passion and my ultimate goal. And I decided just to create my own opportunity. And so with that, I wanted to focus on helping women that were like myself, that were expectant mothers, and also women that were new mothers, and helping them to still maintain their image and to feel good about themselves and their newfound body type and their evolving lifestyle. But to help them to keep focused on making sure that they put themselves first and feeling good about themselves. Awesome. As it transcends into their other areas of their life.
What is that saying? They say that necessity is the mother of all invention. And so out of nothing, you took that and made that into a double blessing.
Yes.
So we welcome Jaden into the family, but it also birthed a brand new business, brand new lifestyle for you. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And this is, I would imagine, it's a journey, right? So
I'd say that there's not a set destination, but I think that feeding my curiosity and just being hungry and not knowing that I deserve to be happy and I'm worthy of fulfilling my dreams, but there is rerouting sometimes and getting there. And sometimes what I imagine that I really want ends up being something greater to the higher being saying, no, but this is better, and then I go with that. And so I think feeding my curiosity has allowed me to discover more passions and talents that I have, and it all comes together in some form of fashion. And so I just enjoy the journey. I appreciate the peaks and I appreciate the valleys, but I appreciate the movement.
Okay. So just, we all have that internal GPS, right? And so you know how you're trying to go somewhere and suddenly, it's got to reroute,
like,
right?
beep, 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 beep.
So good for you for being open to that. That sometimes change is very difficult for most people. And so it's astonishing to me that at such a very young age, you've been able to, you know, take the seeds of that creativity and make that into a business where people actually pay you to come and share with them what it is that you have to say. And so you help women with self-esteem, and whether you're younger or older, that for a lot of us that's an issue. What are you finding as you talk to people around the country?
What I'm finding is that there's more of a disconnect, and I feel like this is like the age of people really wanting to find themselves, and they're hungry to like have the golden answer and like a means of really understanding what really makes them happy, and that there's like different degrees of people knowing that they may not be fulfilled and not wanting to, you know, people don't like to be uncomfortable. So it's like when you're uncomfortable, you get complacent sometimes, and you rather have that feeling of unhappiness and uncomfortability versus being uncomfortable of the new change. Like change brings uncomfortable feelings, and then being unhappy is something that you're used to, so you just become completely happy with being unhappy. So it's like, you know, it's that's where I find a lot of people, and I, you know, when people receive different messages, they take different pieces of my coaching sessions, but I know that people at least walk away with identifying that, okay, this was like the affirmation or confirmation that I needed, wherever part of the journey that they're at, that, okay, this is, I need to answer whatever that I'm eternally feeling and stop pushing it aside, because it always gets louder and louder, that voice.
Good. And so what sort of follow-up happens? So how do you know that what you're doing is effective?
You know, I always go in there nervous, and I always, you know, I say a prayer hoping that I take something from it. But when people, I get emails, and when I see different changes, if I do follow-ups, it's a settling, a peaceful feeling that I may have.
That's awesome. And so I would imagine also the fact that the same folks continue to hire you to come back, right?
And then, you know, it's like you know, the credibility, and then to allow that to create more opportunities, you know, from somebody that may know somebody that may be in need. I mean, I feel like I'm in the people helping business, so there's always a need for that. And, you know, that's a type of business that can be transferred into any area, whether it be a company or an individual.
So it's a life skill.
It's a life skill.
Well, tell us a little bit about, so you've gone from just doing the consulting and the empowerment, and now we have a physical manifestation, right?
Yes.
And so how did this happen? Ta-da!
Well, this happened because, like I said, I studied fashion, and when I started my company, Glow, it was originally image consulting, so helping women like with the exterior. And I just found that there was a disconnect sometimes, and I was good at what I was doing, but it was deeper than that. So I focused more on the building from the inside out. But for me, I started to see that I still wasn't fulfilled. And as creative as I am, I wanted to get back into the abstract and feeding and fueling that side of my creativity. So it just naturally, it wasn't the right time for me to do it then. And it just naturally took its course. And I had an opportunity one day, you know, the internet it's a gift and a curse, I feel like. But I have done so much self-education through the internet, and I just Googled. I asked the computer, I said, well, you know, private labeling and, you know, designers for activewear. I wanted to do something that wasn't typical I didn't want to have like a regular fashion line. I wanted something that was a sister to my consulting line and helping the women that my clientele.
Gotcha.
And so why not activewear? You know, when people think of activewear, I think they think fitness, but this is activewear where women that are always active on the go, you know, that are busy, but they still want to look good and feel good, whether they're running around town or, you know, they're taking on a run or at the gym. But they have that flexibility to still feel good and look so, you know, fabulous and casual and leisure attire that's still chic.
Okay. And so this is, I will tell you what I was amazed at, is that it seems to conform to every body type and enhance what you have, right?
Yes.
So we were at a conference the other day, and it was a fitness conference, and so there were women that tried on clothing that were, you know, a size 20, and women that tried on clothing that were size 3, and it looked great on everybody, which was astonishing. The material is nice and thick, it's complementary, and if you can, I love the back of this particular piece. So if you can turn this around, and
this is the Vinted tank, and she's just fabulous. It comes in several different colors, and it's the sizes from small to extra large, and I mean the material is just fabulous. It's made of wicking material. All of the pieces in my line are made of wicking material, which is a moisture absorbent material. So when you sweat, it absorbs immediately. And it's Supplex, which is high quality spandex.
Okay.
And it just conforms to any body type. It's for everyday women that are always on the glow.
Right.
But I just love it. I find myself wearing these pieces more than, you know, the store-bought items.
Okay.
And so I can definitely attest that these pieces are just fabulous.
That's wonderful, sweetheart. And so you're launching your line in October. There are some pieces that you have in preparation, and you're doing pre-sales.
Yes.
How would someone get in touch with you?
Yes. Well, you can email me at info@glowgirlglow.com. And I'm taking pre-orders now. I also have fashion t-shirts, which I am wearing. It's Honey, I'm Glorious. But the launch is officially in October, and the website will go live the first week of October. And to find out more information, you can reach me at info@glowgirlglow.com.
Awesome. And there's GGG Consulting as well. So what is that website?
GGG Consulting is yourggg.com.
Awesome.
And you can find out all the information on that website about me and my company.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I think about all of my nieces and my baby girl. My daughter is in business and has it's amazing what God is doing in my personal opinion, in my humble opinion. Just, you know, my daughter Asia is doing a health and wellness company. And then you with your consulting and your fitness wear, and then we have another niece, India. What is India's name of her company?
Shopkin.
Shopkin. So hers is
two cousins. Yes, it's Shopkin@bigcartel.com.
And so just what young people are doing is just amazing to me. So thank you so much for being here. And I know it's not professional like the people that you interviewed, but I'm just so over the moon proud of you. And I know that this is going to do really well. This is a blessing, and it's going to do very well. So thank you so much for being here and traveling from Richmond to be with us today.
Thank you.
You're
welcome.
welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, sweetheart. And thank Miss Ola of Onyx Woman Network, Miss Jackson. Thank you for allowing us to sit and chat today about Glow Girl Glow with Gianna Thomas.